Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. We have something exciting today. I have a guest. This is Amy, she's my friend, and she's gonna help me bake something for you.
So my expertise of baking is no make, only eat. So this is gonna be good.
We've got someone who does not bake at all, and someone who is more of an advanced baker. We've chosen a pear tart with 1.5 stars and vague instructions, pretty bad reviews. We want to see how it comes out when we both attempt it. Are you excited?
I am excited.
I'm excited too. All right. Let's get right into it. Seems only fair to let you go first. You are the guest. I'm gonna sit off to the side. I'm not gonna help, and let's see what happens.
Cook time 1 hour, prep 5 minutes, which is totally a lie because it took 27 minutes to peel, core, and slice these pears, which are required as an ingredient. Start with our non-stick skillet and butter, which it says 1 stick of butter. I have no idea how much that is. I hope it's okay that I'm going to destroy this stick of butter to get it into the cup.
Oh yeah.
Oh, do we have a knife?
Heck yeah, I'll get you a knife.
Looks like half of this whole thing. Okay, this is good, So we need to turn, it doesn't say how hot to turn it on, so I'm just gonna do it halfway. How long does it take to melt butter? Nice stick of butter, an official unit.
Is a unit.
Okay, it says melt butter and stir in sugar. I'm guessing I'm not supposed to stir in the sugar until the butter is fully melted. We're double fisting it here. This is fine. I turned it up a little bit more. Oh, I think I just broke the utensil.
No, it was already broke.
Oh, was it? Okay.
You're good. We use things till they break here.
We're very efficient. I don't know, it's getting more melted. I feel like I could add some sugar to it. Let's just add 1.5 cups, which I probably should have double checked the measurements. Oh no. Trust the process. Oh dear. What? This is fine. Actually, kind of smells good. The sugar is not combining with the butter. No, I think it should be fine. Although it is starting to bubble. It says when it starts to bubble to take it off. Maybe the butter will just go into the pears. Yeah, okay, so it's bubbling, so let's take it off. Let's make it super fancy. It's going to be delicious. Bold claim, I know. This is a lot of pear, but somehow the recipe says it only feeds 4. Okay, so it says return skillet to heat and cook over, medium high. Oh, there we go. It finally gave us a temperature. Until golden brown syrup bubbles up. This process will take about 30 minutes. 30 minutes, eh? I bet I could speed the time up if I turned the heat up a little bit. Oh, it's already bubbling. Oh, I'll need to make the cinnamon sugar. Oh, okay. Yeah, that can be a teaspoon. Roll out crust to flatten folds. Why do I feel like this is a bad idea? Oh, okay. Why did I need to roll this out? I'm doing a great job without any tools. We'll just pretend that it didn't break. Now, how am I gonna get this off the table? That's going to be the next dilemma. Starting to bubble up a bit, and it's getting really foamy. I feel like I'm supposed to be scooping off the foamies. I hope I'm not ruining it. It just doesn't seem like it should be foamy. So it seems really runny, but what I think is happening is that, like, the heat is breaking down the pears. Like, I think it's supposed to caramelize. I think that's the intent behind this. But it just seems really, really runny because it's cooking down the pears. And it's still foamy. I don't think I'm supposed to stir it, but I really want to stir it.
Do you have a timer going so you know when it's been half
an
hour?
I sure did not start the timer. I didn't even think about it. I think it's been about, like, I don't even know how long it's been. But I know that this has not browned at all. I should probably turn it down a little bit eventually, but...
Just do what your heart tells you.
Yeah. So about 3 minutes later, and somehow it's even more watery. I feel like the intent is to continue cooking. We are leading this train full steam ahead. So it's been like at least 40 minutes, and here we are, still watery. It smells like it's starting to burn. I really want to stir it, but I don't think I'm supposed to. So I think we are going to have to take some liquid out. I don't know. It doesn't say this in the instructions though. So we're taking out some, which literally just smells like butter. Are we making a butter pie or are we making a pear tart? It says to sprinkle the crust before we put it on, but I'm gonna have a galaxy brain idea and put the pie on first and then sprinkle it. Oh no, I might have brought the pie out too soon. Okay. Push the edges down. And then we're gonna sprinkle the sugar on top. That way I make less of a mess. Look at it, oh my gosh. It's alive! Cut slits in the crust and brush with egg. First I'm gonna do some little slits. Okay, and then we're gonna jazz it up with an A for Amy. There we go. You can't see it at all. It's there though. You know it's there. And then egg. We need egg. I don't think it needs the egg. It is so wet. It's all gooey. I guess I can put it on the parts that haven't oozed over yet. That way we just don't have cooked egg on top of our tart. Oh, it's gonna have cooked egg. I think I have sufficiently egged this tart. And it'll need to go into the oven. Oh, bake for 30 minutes until crust is golden. What temperature? Does it say? I am going to make an estimated guess here and say we need to do it for 350. There we go. Let's get it in the oven.
Okay, so we're gonna start out with a stick of butter.
Wait, that's only half.
That's a stick. Half a cup is a stick.
I used too much? Oh no!
It's okay, yours will just be extra buttery and delicious.
I was wondering why it was so buttery.
It smelled really good.
I was even following the guide marks.
Honestly, I bake all the time and I mess things up all the time. Sometimes baking is more art than science.
Well, I definitely nailed the art.
There you go.
Well, this looks much more reasonable.
Amy's just going for the heart attack grill version of this tart. Sugar.
Okay, well, it's good to know that yours glooped up too.
Oh yeah, that's normal.
I think it's because you had less butter.
We have bubbles.
Well, see, that looks better.
One thing I did do is dry these pears a little bit so they won't be quite so liquidy. All right, we're gonna let this cook for a little bit and see what we get.
I feel like I should have stirred mine.
I'm not gonna stir mine either. Doesn't say I'm supposed to.
Oh, you sprinkled the table so it wouldn't stick to it.
To be fair, you made it work without doing that.
Oh, so that's what it meant by roll out the creases.
To be fair, if I had to give this recipe a grade for instructions, it would be getting like a D. Maybe a D minus. This whole cinnamon sugar situation is a little weird.
But wait, you have so much left.
It's true, but I have a theory. I think I'm gonna try something a little different. Yeah, we just have to wait this part out. It's how this tart be. I'm making an executive decision here to take a little of this liquid out. There we go. Just a few scoops. For the last 10 minutes, I'm gonna turn the heat up a bit just to try to get some of this excess moisture out. We're swimming here. 30 minutes in, and here's where we're at. So obviously, still a little bit to go. It does say about 30 minutes, so I'm gonna give it 10 more and see what happens. Brown syrup bubbling up. Whew. Let that calm down a second. If you leave sugar too long, it starts to get burned really quickly. There's a very small margin of error between delicious syrupy goodness and burnt horrible yuckiness. find it interesting that the way they've done this is the sugar is already on the crust, so I'm wondering if actually you're supposed to put it sugar side down and then put the egg wash on. I'm gonna try that.
That makes sense.
It might not be right. The instructions are unclear. It's gonna make a mess. Whew. Cut a couple little slits in here. I'm not gonna be quite as fancy. Bit of egg wash. Let's put some of that leftover cinnamon sugar around this. Maybe we'll get a nice little crust.
Well, it's not looking like soup, so I think you're off to a good start.
We'll see. This does only have 1.5 stars. All right, off to the oven with you.
But wait, what temperature?
We'll try 350, see what we get. All right, ready?
Ready.
1, 2, 3.
See, that looks nice. That's like pie.
Okay, but yours looks like a caramelized delight.
I think it looks like a soupy delight, but we'll know when we try it.
A delight nonetheless.
True. I've been wearing it backwards the entire time. The pocket is underneath. I realized halfway, but I didn't want to say anything.
And I didn't want to say anything because I thought you knew. I thought it was part of this whole look.
We have to like
loosen the edges.
Loosen the edges, which mine is pretty loosened up, I think.
Alright.
And see. Yo! It's a little bit overdone. It's still good. It's still good.
It almost looks like really good, but it also looks really bad.
Oh,
You know what?
very nice.
Very similar though.
Yeah.
Actually, mine's a little bit more loose and liquidy than yours.
Oh, wow, yeah.
When you actually look at them like this, there's almost no difference. Extra butter and everything, doesn't matter.
It looks so much alike. Like that second stick of butter didn't really do much in the long run.
No, this better taste amazing because otherwise there's no redeeming this recipe. All right, time to taste. Exciting day. 2 worst recipes at once.
It was very sweet. Okay, I'm gonna wait to comment until I've tried both. They're both not great. The crust is nicer on this one, but otherwise they're like exactly the same. You guys need to try. You need to try.
All right, let's get in here. All right. It's sweet, but also bland.
I don't even find it that sweet. And also, like, where's the pear flavor? All I can taste is cinnamon and butter.
I actually think this one has a bit more flavor. As you said, neither one is great.
Yeah.
This is 100% a fail of a recipe, regardless. I think the cinnamon sugar both sides at least gives this a little more complexity.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the butter in this definitely makes an impact.
Butter overload.
It's decadent.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like a really bad take on a Tart Tatin.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I have no idea what that is.
It's essentially an upside down tart.
It's definitely upside down.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, I had fun. I learned a little bit.
Me too, actually. Honestly, when it comes to worst recipes, it's not always a skill issue. Sometimes the recipes are just not good.
Okay, well, thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks guys. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll have to do this again sometime, but maybe with the best recipe.
I'd like to see that.
Mm-hmm.